Right then, welcome back. Today, first of all, new trucks. We have a new Kenworth and a new Western Star, White Star, Western Star, I think. Ordermaster Supreme is the job we've got. This job is just daft. There's three parts to it. First part is we need two oversized cargoes taking to Mountain River. So collect from the aerodrome, drive all the way across White Valley twice. I can't remember if they're 4 or 5 slot cargoes, the big ISO containers, I can't remember. But we've got 2 5-slot trailers just in case. We've got a Kenworth C500 and we've got the Western Star 47X. It's some DLC that was floating about that I bought it and never downloaded it, and bits and bobs and blah blah blah. But basically, we've got to drive those two across to Mountain River and deliver one to the warehouse, one to the factory. Now, they're on 2 separate bits of road. One is just down from the fuel station, the other is the next turn along. But yes, this is the Kenworth C500. It's got a decent fuel range, it's diff locked all the time, it's all-wheel drive, it seems to be reasonably efficient on fuel, but you can't put a high suspension on it, or I haven't found it yet. So she's quite low and she's quite long, but she seems quite good off-road. She seems to be reasonable at hauling stuff about. Doesn't mind a bit of snow, not a fan of mud, so we'll have to do a bit of wiggling and jiggling if we're going to go anywhere muddy. But right, first step is get to the aerodrome and get an oversized cargo on the back of this. Driver, let us flatten some cones, park up and work out what we need. No, that's right, so it's a 4-slot. Okay, that makes sense, seeing as most of the trailers in the game are 4 slots. There's very few 5 slots. Right, that's on there, done. We shall go and park that in the little village area so it's out the way, and then we'll work out what we're going to do. Done. Right, into the second truck, which is the Western Star, not the White Star. They must have dropped the white bit. Not sure why, we won't go into that. But look at the lovely airbrushed wolves on the side. Ooh, I'm sure we'll be changing that in the not too distant future. That's a little bit gaudy. My good lady wife pointed out the other day, if you're doing a rescue and rebuilding mission, why aren't your trucks bright yellow or bright orange to say we're here to help you and do stuff, which I thought, yeah, was quite a good point. But anyway, Western Star 47X, there's about 4 or 5 different derivatives. We'll smash this one up before we've got anywhere. This one is... diff lock is available but only on low range. It's got all-wheel drive, it's jacked up, it's got a roof rack, it's got some repair parts, and it's not quite as long a chassis as the Kenworth, so I'm hoping it should be a little more adept off-road. It's quick. This is it's a more modern truck, thank you very much, but it's also a lot faster, much faster. I'm sure it'll help us crash more often than not. But anyway, to the airfield, we'll pick up the container and then we'll drive straight past the Kenworth, and we'll take it all the way to the gateway to Mountain Valley. Well, she is rapido. Make no mistake, I like that truck. It's going to get me in trouble, 100%. It's going to get me in trouble because it's just a bit too fast. But anyway, we'll cross that bridge when to get to it. Right, Kenworth. I can't stop saying Kenwood. Kenworth C500 from here with its ISO container on, down the slippy road where we've already crashed once, not this time, a few episodes ago, to get to the gateway, to latch onto the back of the Western Star to go through to Mountain River. Easy peasy. I say that, done. There was a few slides, a few Tokyo drift moments with the old trailer. No weight on the back as well. We'll just stick some cement or what? Some cement, some wood or some bricks. They're all single slot cargo, aren't they? We'll stick one of them on the back and see what she does. Right, we're hooked onto the Kenworth. We don't want to be in the cockpit. And we're going to move across to White Valley now. So no, we're not. Mountain River. We've gone from White Valley to Mountain River. My bad. We're going to hook a right and we're going to go straight down the hill at about Mach 19. See how fast this Western Star really is. All the way down past the sawmill, one to the factory, one to the warehouse. 6 and 2 3 is what truck you send where. There's a little bit of mud to switch between the two bits of road, but I'm sure that they can both do it. So well, we're in the Western Star, aren't we? So we'll do the Western Star first, all the way down past the sawmill into the yard where the factory is, and we'll rinse and repeat with The C500. Yes. This hill, I really, really, really don't like this hill. Into the yard. We'll dump this. I'm not going to get rid of the trailer. I'm going to keep the trailer because I think we need it for the next part. I think the next part is either concrete slabs and cement and some metal beams, I think. I'm not sure. It's one of the frustrating things. You can't really see what you need until you've done it. But hey, we'll be a good egg. We'll be a good trucker, and we'll park that in a pile of detritus in the corner and dump it. And then we'll switch back to the... Yes, thank you very much. We'll switch back to the Rorty Kenworth. It's not a late 90s, early noughties car stereo. It's a Kenworth C500. And this is going to basically be the same. Down the hill, past the sawmill, through the river, up the top. We'll go off-roading because I don't want to drive it all the way up the hill and then double right and all the way back down again. We'll see what she's like in a bit of mud. We'll get a bit of a feel for her. And there you go. Loads of fuel left as well. It's driven all the way across White Valley and we've only used 22% fuel. Very, very fuel efficient. Good truck. Right. To the warehouse. crash, don't crash, slow down, thank you. Have a habit of letting big heavy cargo push us about. Wasn't too bad in the mud, I thought it was okay. Bit of winching to drag it up, maybe it's the chassis just bellying out and dragging its bits along the floor. Stage complete, thank you. Stage 1 done. 22 minutes in. Get a cup of tea because this is going to go long. It's going to go really long. Part 2. Right, so we need concrete slabs to the factory and cement. We need concrete slabs and cement to stock loading. And we need metal beams to the warehouse loading, all in Pedro Bay. So the stock loading, is that the one that's over the Rocky River bit where I was smashed trucks to bit? And then the factory and the warehouse, I'm sure that they are concrete slabs, or the big heavy ones as well. No, I don't want pipes. So cement and concrete slabs. So I need one of each and some metal beams. So I've got it's lucky we've used 5 slots then, because I can do concrete slabs and cement and metal beams on one, and then do concrete slabs and cement on another. Now, I think the 47X is slightly better off-road, so I think I need to put one load of concrete slabs and cement on there, and then concrete slabs, cement and metal beams onto the 47X, because I think there's some off-roading. Yeah. Warehouse loading. Oh my god, look at all the trucks there. Oh, we're doing logging missions, weren't we? Just dumped them and forgot about them. Right, so warehouse loading and factory, concrete slabs, cement, metal beams, and then the stock loading. There's metal beams on that trailer. Not touched that. There's 2 lots of metal beams on there. I think I need a saddle low. I should have a White Western Star wrecker. I should have an International HX with a crane. I need to have a saddle low. So if I drive the 47X across, go there, unload the cargo. Oh my god, my brain. Unload the cargo and then just crane it onto the back of the trailer. Right, I don't want that. I want the HX 520. Don't want any of them. No, none of them are saddle low. Not got any saddle lows at all. I need to be in that. I need to be in the crane, drive the crane, park the crane up, get the 47X, drive the 47X across. Yeah. Logistics. Right, first step, we are going to put the International HX 520 next to that trailer with the metal beams, and then we'll go from there. Right. Forwards or backwards? Forwards or backwards? I think backwards. If I reverse that in and then I reverse the 47X in, everything will be lined up nicely. Go to, as we're looking at it, I'll go to the left of the trailer and park everything. I'm sorry, I'm thinking out loud. My brain is struggling to move this truck, go forwards and backwards, and talk all at the same time. Yeah, I'd be a rubbish driving instructor, wouldn't I? But hey, right, let's get the legs out. and then we need to hitch onto that trailer, unlock the cargo, unpack the cargo, and then we can transfer it across, and then we could drive the 47X. Right, let's go and get back into the 47X then, across on Mountain River. Done. Done. Do we need any fuel? Yes, but I will go and get fuel when we get across into Pedro Bay. Straight up the steep hill. No, not straight up the steep hill. I need to go and get the cement and concrete slabs, don't I? Silly boy. Silly boy indeed. Right. Let's go to... Is that the warehouse? Yes, that's the warehouse, isn't it? Warehouse time it is. There's no room at the inn. No room at the inn, Joseph, so we're going to have to do a bit of wiggling and jiggling. Come on, get it in there, then we'll reverse out. Better off-road than the Kenworth, much better. Concrete slabs on the front, bit of weight, bit of traction. Then we'll have the cement. Yeah, we'll have one of them. Right, let's get out of here. Let's get up to the top of the road and get across to Pedro Bay, and we'll go and pick up these metal beams. Right, back at Pedro Bay. Look at that tower that we found up on the top of the hill earlier. Very good indeed. Right, let us work out where we are going with this then. We are going to where the International HX 520 is. There, not there. No. That's the stock loading. That's the warehouse loading. Right, so we know what we're doing. We've worked it out. Come on, trust in your knowledge. You know what you need to do. Trust in your knowledge. I'm concerned about getting to that place. I'm not worried about that place. I'm concerned about getting to the factory. How do I get to the factory? I'm going to have to go across the rocks, aren't I? Yeah. We'll work it out. I'm sure there's an accident waiting to happen. The truck's that fast that I'll end up just rolling it over. Right, we'll pick some fuel up while we're there, and then we'll slowly navigate our way to there, to the trailer store. We'll pick up the metal. Which way? Which way? Do I down past the observation tower and across the rocks, or through the woods? I think that turn probably a bit sharp. Can I get it through there? Like, go there and then go down that way and round. I think that's all off camber. I don't think that will work. I think that is a bad idea. I think I need to go the other way. I think I need to go there, through there, loads of trees. If we get stuck, we can winch that way. There's no winch points, there's nothing. At least if we go that way, we can winch and we haven't got to drive all the way round. That's a little bit rough, but again, we should be okay. That's a bit bumpy, should be okay. We'll just go steady. Drop a concrete slab and cement at the factory, chop across there, all the way around the corner, and then we'll go and have a little party with all those trucks at the warehouse, and we'll drop off the metal beams. Simplicity in itself, viewers. Absolute simplicity. What could possibly go wrong? Time to test these reversing skills, because we've got to get that on the other side of that crane, and that's not a very big yard. And a trucker I am not. An adept at reversing with trailers I am not. So we'll see what happens. Because that could... Ooh. Tell you something, Captain. That could be an absolute blinder. Oh, we'll never be able to do that again. We've not even touched a fence or a tree. Oh, go on. Just starting to snow, look. Just to make it that bit more difficult. A bit of snow. And that would line up perfectly. We can just pick them metal beams off that trailer, swing them straight across, onto there, job's a card. We'll flog the trailer, we'll take everything off, we'll flog the trailer, and it'll be perfect. We'll get a bit of extra money. Excellent idea. I may have made a mistake coming this way. It is incredibly dodgy. The track is so deep down like the snowbanks. It's just no. Yes. How has it not stalled? How has that not stalled? But it's all come off, look. Oh my god, it's all come off. How? What the hell are we meant to do now? I knew I should have put a crane. I knew I should have put a crane on the back of that. God damn it. Oh, we've got to drag this now all the way through there, hoping it gets through and doesn't get stuck because the legs stick out the side. Right. This is going to be ridiculous. That's not going to work, is it? Because it's stacked on top of each other. No, impossible to pack the cargo. Of course it's impossible to pack the cargo. Of course it is. Do I pull forward? No, because I think it'll just roll over again. I'll lose it again. That means I've got to try and get this through that gap. This is going to be absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh well. We can but try. There's nothing else we can do. Success, success. Get that right up you. Next time, we'll go the long way. Yes, thank you. We'll go the long way because, well, we've not saved any time, have we? We've not saved a jot. Let us get this unloaded first at the factory. Should get rid of a bit of weight, leaves the metal beams hanging out the back, but hey, there's not a lot we can do about that. It's not like we're going to be anything dodgy. The road's okay, there's not any mad mud or snow or dodgy canvas to go across. Right, warehouse loading, where there's a load of trucks parked up, and I hope there's room. Right, what we got there? That is a Royal BM17, and that is a Navistar. That's where the Navistar is. Ah, okay. Logging trailers all over the shop. There's loads of money wrapped up there. They need flogged. Need to sort that out at some point. Right, get this unloaded. Come on, get rid of these metal beams. Is this part 2? Yes, this is part 2, isn't it? We did part 1, which was the cargo containers. This is part 2. Right, so part 2, we still need to go back to Mountain River. We need to get in the C 500 Kenworth, and then we need to drag that all the way back to Petro Bay to the stock loading. Right, there's going to be a lot of trucks on this map now. The Xbox used to kick off and say, too many trucks. I don't know if this will kick off and say, too many trucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 trucks. That's got to be getting close, isn't it? We don't need half of them. The R87 is on the top of the mountain, and that's just a waste of time. We'll grab some fuel, because there's a load of fuel sat there. We'll go down through the mud and snow, across the bridge, across the rocks. It's low. I've got to go steady, because it's low. Low, low, low. And this should finish part 2. Get that dumped at the stock loading. And that'll be it. Well, not for it. That'll be part 2 done. 2 of 3. What are we in? Almost an hour. Yep. Awesome job. Right. Let's get this delivered. so painfully slow sometimes. It's so painfully slow. Is there a gearbox mod? What is a gearbox mod? I'll have a look. See if we can speed things up. Right, let's get this dumped. Dump Ed, and we'll see what we've got to do next. Done. Not even a fanfare, nothing. Just silence. We need concrete slabs times 2, and we've got to deliver them to the factory. Right, so we're going back to White Valley, but there's no concrete slabs on here. So I've got to get... What? So I've got to get concrete slabs from Mountain River. Right, and I can get them from that way. Well, that's dodgy. We're not going up there. Definitely not. No, we can't. Can I stick a truck up there? Concrete slabs. They've got to come out of the warehouse, surely. Why is it telling me? I'm not getting the cargo containers from there, am I? How big are cargo containers? Are they 2 or 4? Don't know. Someone's probably shouting at the screen now saying Google it, but if they're 4, am I getting 2 trucks? Where else do you get cargo containers from? Nowhere on there, so we need to drop what? The concrete slabs need to go to the factory, and the cargo containers need to go to the oil rig service site and the aerodrome. But if they're 4s, ooh, that is dodgy. That is properly dodgy. I don't know. The concrete slabs are definitely coming from the warehouse, aren't they? We know that much. It's just these goddamn cargo containers. I mean, I'm not going to work it out just by staring at it and thinking, am I? I'm going to have to do something. Can I get them from Northport? Watch them, they'll be miles away. Don't know. I don't know. We'll just have to work our way back. Work our way back, and we'll just decide when we get there. I'll think on it. Right, we can dump that. I need to jump back in the 47X. I need another truck, don't I? Mind you, the Navistar's next to the 47X, so I don't think that'll be a big issue. I can just take the Navistar back, dump the trailer. But what do you... That's not got any diff locks, has it? The other two have got diff locks as an option. So... I think the Navistar goes and gets the concrete slabs, and the other two... I don't know how big the cargo containers are. If I send a truck and they're fours, I'll need 2 trucks, won't I? But if they're shoulda, woulda, coulda. Should know how big a cargo container is. It's not like you've not been playing the game for hundreds of hours. Anyway, right, let's get this back to the gateway, and then we'll come back and we'll grab the Navistar. Right, we'll repair the engine that we nearly destroyed when we just absolutely smashed into the barrier, and we'll go and grab the Navistar. We need to drive that back to somewhere that we can change the trailer. That should be fun in itself. Oh, we've got to drive through that mud with this, and it's got no diff locks. Ah, dear me. Oh well, we'll have to deal with it. Right, Navistar to the gateway, because that's going to be my third truck in case I need it. Right. This is getting a bit daft, isn't it? Like, I've never chopped and changed areas and zones so much in my entire life. Absolutely ridiculous. Right. What are we doing with these cargo containers? Am I going up there with the 47X? I don't really want to. I just think... Sorry, the C500 47X, idiot. I think it'll just roll over. I genuinely think it will just roll over. Down there, I think it's too off camber, too nasty. And I think it will end in tears. It's telling me there's something on Northport. What am I getting from Northport? Is that where the cargo container? Don't be... Oh, God, it's literally the port as well. That will be them cargo containers. Oh, my God, that's miles. Really? So I've got to drive all the way across Mountain River, all the way across Northport, all the way round, because you can't go through the middle because it's a nightmare. Pick up a cargo container, decide whether it's 2 or 4, and then drag that all the way back to the gateway to White Valley, drive it all the way across White Valley, and I might have to rinse and repeat that twice, depending on the size of said cargo containers. Excellent. I genuinely don't know. I don't know whether to stick or twist. Right, let's not do that. I just think that's going to end in tears. I'm going to roll it over, and then I've got to drive a crane back, which is buried in the enchanted forest, which will be a double nightmare. So I think we're just going to have to just suck it up and go all the way across to Northport and grab a cargo container and see what shape it is. I don't think there's another way to do it. We also need this, don't we? We'll take them both across. I'd rather have both trucks and need one than take one and need both, because, well, the game has a habit of flucking you about when you think you know what you need and you don't. Right, Mountain River, come on. Come on, Mountain River. Don't be cruel, be kind. So we need to drive this Western Star to the gateway, meet up with that CL 500, C500 Kenworth, and decide what we're going to do. I don't know. I might just go and grab the concrete slabs with the Navistar first, just because I'm just sulking about the fact I've got to drive all the way across bloody Northport twice. Right, the good old Navistar. So we need to drive down to the trailer store, dump this logging trailer, which will give us a bit of money. Where's the trailer store? It's not down there, is it? It's down there, past the fuel station. Dump that there. Back up the road, through the woods, and then go and get the 2 concrete slabs, and see how we get on. Right, what trailer do we want? I think we just want another one of the same that we have, don't we? Right, we'll get this one flogged. Are they money? Yeah, the Big Tens, aren't they? The Big Tens, they're a mod trailer, and they're about, well, they're a lot of money, about 6, 7, 8 grand, something like that. 11.5 grand? What? Smash my balls up inside me. That's ridiculous. No, I don't want that one. It weighs too much. No, don't, no, because we've got the accurate weights and physics thing on, which is a nightmare. Right, that's the one we want, because it's free, which means we can just flog it when it's empty. We don't have to go driving it about. It'll cost nothing. Right, let's go and get some concrete slabs. Big fan of this Navistar. Thirsty. Very thirsty. Since the Weights and Measures mod went on, it is an incredibly thirsty truck. It used to be very, very fuel efficient, and now not so much. Stick some of them on, the big fat concrete slabs. Look at the trailer getting squashed. It's obscene. Right, this needs to go all the way up to the gateway to White Valley. White Valley is then. What we're going to do? Am I going to drive? No, I'm not. I am going to park it on that bridge that you just saw in front of you, and we're going to abandon it, pop back across to Mountain River, and we're going to go on a little journey across Northport. I'm still umming and ahhing whether just to turn round and go to the factory on top of the hill. But if there's no cargo containers in there, then it'll be a waste, and I risk rolling the trucks, so I'm not going to do it. Northport. I'm so not looking forward to this. It feels like a long time since I've been here as well. We've done White Valley, Mountain River, White Valley, Pedro Bay since we were last here. I know we popped back here briefly in the Navistar to do a mission which the video corrupted, so I did, but you didn't. But anyway, right, we've got to go all the way down there. I'm not going to piggyback them. I can't go through there. It is just absolute dodgy. That bit just to the left of the drilling site is a nightmare just there. That is dodgy. That's not too bad down there. I'm not worried about that. But then I've got to come back on myself anyway because the trailer won't fit up through the little track. So, I mean, if I went across to the right, it's okay until we get down past the river, and then it just turns into an absolute mess. There's no real easy way. You've got to go all the way around. The mud's death. So it's easier just to stick, and I say easier and probably quicker, just to stick to, just to stick to the roads. I just, for a split second, then I was like, yeah, but I could just go down there, and then I'm halfway, but no, just let's not bother. No, it's just trouble. We'll do it the long way. Yes, it's boring, but it's easier. It's quicker in the long run. We've got loads of bits and bobs of fuel dotted about. There's a fuel tank on the back of the Caterpillar. There's a fuel tank down at the port, so we have plenty of fuel. We can be all over it and do whatever we need to do, and it's not a problem. And we can just go and get the cargo container or containers, because they're either 4 or 2, and we'll go from there, and then we'll go all the way back again. Well, back to White Valley anyway. Excellent. I can't wait to drive this and not make any mistakes. Right, how big are these then? If they're 2, I'm going to be mildly annoyed but happy at the same time. They're 2. They're 2. So I could have gone up. I should have just gone to the factory. Oh well. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, and all that jazz. Oh my god. I mean, they look quite weighty. Just 2 of them equal 1.4? Just 2 of them equal 1 oversized cargo? Probably. Right. Let's plot this route then to get all the way back to White Valley. finally, an hour and 50 odd minutes into this, and we've got back to White Valley. Absolutely ridiculous. Where do we need these? We need one at the oil rig service site and one at the aerodrome. Right, so I can drive down past the Navistar. Not there, that's where the Navistar's going. We need to go all the way. Don't roll it down there. Do not roll it down there. We've already played that game once. We don't want to play it again. We need to go right there through the woods to the drilling site, and then we'll flip-flop across to the Navistar, dump the Navistar stuff, and so on and so forth. Yeah, we're not going to do that. I'll plot the route out, but we're definitely not. Nah, you see, we're not going to do it. My brain just gets carried away sometimes. I go, oh yeah, I'll do all the route, and then no, absolutely not. We'll do that, flip-flop across, because we've been driving this C500 for about a week. Right, let's go. They are quite heavy. I think if I'd gone to the factory on Mountain River, there would have been a catastrophe halfway down the hill. Because, well, I'm a little bit clumsy when it comes to heavy loads like that. Right, that's that done. Let's jump in the Navistar. There's not a lot of stuff on this, is there? I've got a couple of... one or two contests to do. Weather forecast and something else. We need to find a vehicle that's reasonable in snow. find something that isn't a scout that we can probably use as a scout. But anyway, Navistar to the factory, 2 loads of concrete slabs, dead easy. And there you go. There you go, Captain. I've never noticed the bits of wood between the concrete slabs before. I don't know if that's a new thing or not, but yeah, it's new to me, or my brain. I certainly don't remember it being there. Right, get them unloaded. Don't leave that there, it can just be abandoned, because we're going to have to do cargo apocalypse, I think, next. Into the Kenworth. And we know what we're doing. We're driving from here, and we're going to go down the super fast motorway, not in a super fast truck, round our garage and service yard or whatever else you want to call it, and drop these at the aerodrome. And that should do. We better get something for this. That'd be a decent chunk of change. Maybe it's a promotion or something, because we've certainly grafted. The last load, the final load, and she's done. Oh my god, it's been horrendous. Yes, promoted level 29, rank 29, whatever you want to call it. 31,007. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. 31,700 quid for 2 hours of my life. I mean, I wish I could get paid that for 2 hours work. I absolutely do. But anyway, right, this was done. Thank you for sticking with me. Don't do it the way I did it. It was far too difficult. Make your lives a lot easier. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing. All the usual jazz. And fingers crossed. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Stay safe. Peace.